my name's Stephanie Nichol. I'm a French teacher here at Williamwood High School, and I'm here to give you a few helpful, handy tips for studying for French. We use study cards quite heavily in our department. Now, study cards are readily available from the school office or class teacher. Pupils can use these at home and in school, and we normally use it as a good way of learning and retaining vocabulary. So, for example, if you wanted to test your child at home, you could have the French word on one side and the English word on the other. Now, this is a really good way of testing vocabulary or quizzing, because you could read out the French word to your child and they have to guess the English. Or you could make it a bit more difficult when they've maybe had a bit more practice with this, and you could read out the English and they have to come up with the French. So it's a really good way of you being able to quiz your child. It's a good way of being able to work together on it, and you can see exactly how they're getting on with it. Another good way of reinforcing what you've learned is using our vocabulary booklets. Each pupil has their very own vocabulary booklet. They get this home with them after every lesson, and it's quite useful. At the end of each unit there is a checklist. Now, parents at home or pupils themselves can go through this checklist at the end of a unit to make sure they have checked off and can fulfil each one of these points. For example, in S2 we use leisure, so I can say what sports I play. So to tick that off, you need to go to that unit, the vocabulary in that booklet, and you need to make sure that you can say what sports you can play. So you would go to the first page in that unit, or whatever page applies, and possibly test yourself or get someone at home to test you on whether you can say what sports you can play. So the checklist is a really good way of checking how much you've learned throughout the unit. Also, there's a personal target section at the end of each unit. Now, in this personal target section, you can write a comment on your performance over that unit. So after you've completed the checklist and maybe tested yourself or someone's tested you, you can in fact write your own targets on what you did so well. Is there something you need to maybe have another look at? Can someone at home test you on this, quiz you on it to make your knowledge of it even better than it is already? Another great tool we use in the Modern Languages department is recording presentations for speaking exams onto mobile devices. That way you can listen back to yourself, you can get someone to check that you're saying it right, and really hear exactly how you're going to sound in that speaking assessment. And it can be really vital for pupils listening to themselves back, seeing exactly where they've went wrong, if they've missed any words out, and it can be really useful. If pupils don't have access to a mobile phone or a mobile device, we offer in school, we have the resources in our department to be able to record anything onto a CD for your child so that they can go home and listen to the CD, maybe even in the car on the way to school in the morning. So it's a really good way of them being able to take things home with them and to really reinforce and practice their speaking skills effectively. Specimen papers are a really good way for our senior pupils to be able to practice with reading, listening and writing skills as well. So they can access the specimen papers online on the SQA website. Now, on the website you can be directed to which level you're studying at and which paper you would like to try. So whether that be reading, listening or writing, you can just go down and find exactly what you're looking for and do the print off the past paper and try it out for yourself. Another good resource is our own school website. Now, on our school website we have various resources there for you. We have the vocabulary booklets for each year group. We have podcasts. We also have links to other websites, which I'll talk about. Really good resources online are things like YouTube. They like to see songs. Our younger years like to watch songs on YouTube and videos. Another good website is Linguoscope. Now on Lingoscope, this is a good way of reinforcing vocabulary. There's lots of games on there. It's really child friendly. Radio, MFM radio is a really good French radio station where you can listen to completely French music. Our pupils quite enjoy to hear words that they've been learning and the songs, and it kind of makes a link for them. BBC Languages is another good website with lots of good video clips and support there for you. You can print off worksheets and it's a really good tool. Languages Online is another good website for reinforcing grammar. You can do all sorts of activities and there's instant feedback on this website, so you can see exactly how you're doing with that grammar point instantly, and it's really, really effective. If you need any additional support for studying for French, then please see your class teacher, because we are always willing to help you out and we want to make sure you do the very best that you can in your exams. Also, supported study sessions are offered, often on a Tuesday and Thursday after school. You should also attend Easter School to make sure that you are fully prepared for your upcoming exams. And finally, all the very best for your examinations. I hope that you can use these study skills and that they're useful for you for your exams.